take a look at what finally arrived. In today's video, we are going to finally be reviewing the entire Kaleidos Smokey Nostalgia collection. This wonderful box of goodies arrived yesterday and I cannot wait to get into this video. Also, I will be switching out my box for the green box back there because this is much more my vibe than the green box back there. Anyways, I digress. If you are excited for today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. Let's go ahead and get started unboxing everything that this collection has. First of all, take a look at this super cute vanity set situation. It's got two little drawers, which we will get into what is in those in a minute, and then it also has, I think, yeah, it also has this section up here. I'm looking at their website right now and you can buy the full set for $189, but then they also sell everything separately. So if there's anything specific that you like from this collection, you can totally make a separate purchase. This is what the top of the box looks like right here. By the way, if you're interested, it says Kaleidos and it's like a nice lacy thing. Let me go ahead and see what is inside that wrapper. Okay, it looks like this might be one of the quads or maybe a blush. It is one of the quads. Take a look at the pretty lacy packaging. And this one is the one that has the gray, silver, black color story right here. Here's the packaging of the second one. This one has purple details under the lace rather than pink. And here is the color story of this one. I really love that it has a deepening up the outer corner color, a transition color, a shimmer shade. I love the thought behind the colors that they chose. And on the little clear protector, it says base, radiate, diffuse, and accentuate. So they're telling you what to do with the shades. Moving on to the first drawer right here. This looks like one of the blushes. Just take a look at the pretty details underneath the lace. And here's what this one looks like. It is a pretty red blush. Okay, I absolutely love the packaging of the lip kit. Honestly, just take a look at how pretty that is. I'm obsessed. And here are the lipsticks that come in it. I see a couple of nude shades. That's exciting. And then also like a burgundy and a red. Of course, we will swatch all of these in a few minutes. I think all I'm missing is a couple more blushes, so that should be in this drawer. And by a couple, I mean 4 more blushes, so let me unbox everything and show you them. Okay, take a look right here at the absolutely stunning packaging of these. Because the packaging is lace, it doesn't have labels, so I don't know what the names of these are, but here are 2 of them. And here are the other 2. This one right here looks like a bronzer, more so than a blush. The blush that I'm definitely the most excited about is this one here. It's like a coral blush. Let me look them up on the website to see if I can tell you which ones are which. Okay, I'm pretty sure if you look on the website, my favorite is the one called Ecstasy. It's like this really beautiful like coral type of a shade. The one that looks like a bronzer is called Joyride, which I will try it kind of as a bronzer today just to like test it out. This one right here, which was the one I showed you at first, it's called Sanguine, and I know that this is not a color that I'm going to like or that suits me, so I'm going to save this one to give away to a friend that has a little bit of a darker complexion, because this is going to look much more beautiful on someone who is darker than me. The orange one is called Sunburnt, and this cool-toned purpley pink one is called Dreamwalk. I'm going to try Joyride like a bronzer. These are super pigmented. Now, I'm not going to say it doesn't necessarily work as a bronzer, but it is like a red toned type of a brown shade. Alright, so obviously I put it on top of a bronzer I already had on, which was the Rare Beauty Cream Bronzer. But this is what it looks like, and I do actually think it works nicely as a bronzer if you were to want it for that. I definitely want to use both of the eyeshadows, so I'm going to do like a cool tone look on this side, and then with the browns I'll work on this side. So I'm going to use the cool tone pink blush on the side where I'm planning to use the gray toned quad, just because I want to be able to show you as many things as I possibly can. Okay, so here is that pink shade. Not bad, I actually like it. And then I'm dying to try this one here. This I think is going to be my favorite. It's just such a pretty coral shade. I don't know. Now I kind of like the pink one. Maybe I used too much. So here's the coral shade. I do really like it. And then the cool tone pink shade, I also really love. The one that looks like a bronzer, you can totally use as a bronzer. And I only have this bright orange one right here, which I'll just swatch on the back of my hand for you guys. I will say these are super, super pigmented blushes. Take a look right here. You can see it in comparison to the coral one. So like I was saying, these are super pigmented blushes, but they also blend with such ease. I'm usually really impressed with Kaleidos makeup quality, and this collection so far does not disappoint. Since I plan on doing 2 different eye looks and I already have 2 different color blushes on, I'm going to try the lipsticks on right now before I look even crazier. And I'm going to start with the darkest shade. This one is called DE08 Smeared Rouge. By the way, if my complexion doesn't look the best in this video, it's because I'm trying a new foundation for a different video and I'm not loving it so far. So I feel like my skin looks a little textured, and I just wanted you guys to know that the reason is that the foundation I'm wearing seems to be looking a little dry and textured on me. Kaleidos makes these liquid lipsticks that have a mousse-like formula. And they are pretty impressive because they are transfer proof, but at the same time they last for a very long time on the lips and they are not drying. It's witchcraft. Okay, take a look right here. This is the darkest of the lipsticks in the kit. It's like a really intense blood red color. I think when these lipsticks first launched, they were only selling them in the kits, but I believe that they now are available individually. So I'm pretty sure you can buy the individual lipstick if you want to. Let's go ahead and try the second lipstick. This one is DE09 and it's called Cognac. Okay, so here is the color Cognac. I don't know if it's that this foundation looks so bad that I hate everything, but I can't find my own lip lines today, okay? So this is the best I could do. Here's what this one looks like. I would say this is a pretty unique color. I don't think I have any other lipsticks like this one, and I quite like it. Okay, the next lipstick is called NU08 Cold Smoke. Ooh, this one's interesting. Okay, so here is what this one looks like. It's okay, I'm not loving this one. Okay, so last but not least, the nudist shade. This one is NU07 and it is called Skinship. And I saved this one for last because knowing me, this is the one that I'll like the best and also the one that I'll want to continue using the rest of the video. I know me very well. This is definitely the one that I like the best out of the 4 of them, and the one that I would feel the most confident wearing, and especially since I want to do 2 eye looks, one with each palette, I think this is definitely the one to leave on my lips for today. All that is left to try is these eyeshadows, which honestly are what I've been most excited about. Let me get you guys a little closer to my face, and I'm going to start with the gray one. Of course, the first color I want to use is this light gray right here because I want to use it as my transition shade. And I'm using a Refer number 15 brush to build up that shade on the crease. And I'm going to start doing little circles around the area. Alright, back and forth. I'm just blending everything. Switching to a Refer number 1, and I'm going to grab this shade here to start deepening up things a little more. So I'm going to tap it on the outer corner of the eye and start blending it into the crease with the tip of it. Just doing little circles back here. Blend, blend, blend. And these, as you can see, are extremely easy to blend. Just to use all 4 of the shades, I am going in with the black color to darken things up even more. That is pigmented, okay? Still using my Refer number 1, starting to blend it. Ooh, so pigmented. Hold on, let me wipe some off of the brush. And I'm going to do little circles all around that black shade to diffuse it. That's pretty intense. And now the part that I'm the most excited about, which is definitely this shimmer right here. And I'm using a Refer number 1 to apply it. Oh yeah. look at that. That is beautiful. So stunning. This is an absolutely stunning nighttime look. And as you can see, like, barely any fallout. I have a few flakes down here, but I've put a lot of that shimmer on, so that's kind of normal. Back with the black shade underneath my eye, using a Refer number 26. And I'm going to diffuse that with the transition color on a Refer number 14. The bad news about the fallout is that even though it was very little, it is not going anywhere. So I would still recommend you do your eyeshadow, especially if you're going to use this much glitter, before you do your complexion. This is a very specific look, so in order for you to get this palette, you have to be looking for something like this, but it is beautiful. Okay, I went ahead and put a black eyeliner in my waterline, and this is the final look before any mascara or lashes. Before I do that though, let's go ahead and do the second eye look with the more wearable of the quads that has the brown shades over here. This one is definitely the palette that I would feel more comfortable wearing, so I know that I'll probably like this one better. And I'm going to once again start with the color that is the lightest matte to use as my transition shade. And this is my Refer number 27 that I'm using to blend that on the crease. It's a little bit longer than the number 15. And I'm just blending it back and forth on the crease right here. Let me go with the mid-tone matte. And I'm going to do the same type of eye look because this is a style of eyeshadow that basically allows me very easily to see how the colors blend into one another. So just to make sure that all of the colors perform correctly, I'm just going to do the same on this eye. And yes, these are blending like an absolute dream. I mean, if the black shade blended like an absolute dream, I knew that the brown wouldn't be much different, you know? You guys see that little patch right there? That unfortunately is not the eyeshadow underperforming, that is me. I was plucking some eyebrows before I started filming this video, and for some reason it like got a little inflamed right there, and now it's making the eyeshadow act weird. Okay, I was trying to fix it. I just made everything a little darker. I think it looks a little better, but it's just my skin underneath, trust me. I'm going to try the darkest shade of brown right here. Outer corner, blend it in. Still using a Refer number 1 brush. And lastly, I'm going to go in with the shimmer shade. These shimmers are insane. I would call them glitters more so than shimmers. These glitters are insane. They just look so spectacular. Darkest brown shade underneath, just like I did for the other eye. I'm basically doing the same eye look with 2 different palettes, and transition shade right underneath. Oof, that is so pretty. I wanted to show you that the shadows are a little bit powdery. They have a little bit of kickback when you dip your brush in. So if that is something that you like hate about eyeshadows, just keep in mind that these are going to have a little bit of kickback, but it doesn't necessarily translate to fallout, because see how the colors blended really nicely on the crease, and it doesn't have that much fallout. And even on this side, the fallout was mainly the shimmers, not necessarily the mattes, which are the shades that have the kickback. Okay, I'm doing a brown eyeliner on this eye. Let me be right back with some mascara, maybe some lashes on, and I'll give you my final first impressions on the whole collection. Okay, I'm back, and I decided just to do mascara because I have to wipe this off in a couple of minutes anyways. Let me tell you what I thought about everything. While I absolutely love the detailed, beautiful design that this little tin has, I probably wouldn't go for the whole lipstick collection. I really did like the nudist color that I'm wearing right now, but the other colors I know I myself wouldn't get a lot of use out of, so I don't think it's worth it for me just for the one shade. But if you are interested in the nude color, then I would definitely go for it because I think it's beautiful. And This one is transfer proof. You can see like it barely transfers, which is amazing because it is a matte liquid lipstick that feels hydrating. These blushes are pretty exciting because Kaleidos didn't have blushes that I could remember, so I feel like this is a first for them, and the formula was amazing. I would highly recommend the two blushes that I'm wearing today. They are pretty fabulous. So these two colors right here are beautiful. The pink one I have on this side, and then the peachy one I have on this side, and I absolutely love the way that these both wore. If you have a darker deep complexion, this blush color right here looks beautiful, or even if you have a light skin but like a lot of blush, you might be into this one. And as far as the quads are concerned, not to my surprise, they are both amazing. Kaleidos has amazing eyeshadow formulas, extremely pigmented, extremely blendable, with the most intense shimmer, glitter types of colors. So I always highly recommend their eyeshadows because I am obsessed with their formulas. Now, this cool tone gray, black, smoky eye, I would only get if this is a look that you're into and that you think you are going to get a lot of use out of, because otherwise it's just going to sit in your makeup collection. Quality wise though, these are superb, so I do recommend them, but I personally don't see myself getting a ton of use out of this one, maybe like 2 to 3 times a year. The brown one on the other side, I see myself getting a ton of use out of because these are just the colors that I gravitate towards the most. I absolutely love the shimmer, and I love how intense the dark brown shade is. It can get the look to be pretty dark and smoky, which I absolutely love. I really hope that you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave. If you're new to my channel, please don't leave without subscribing. I love you guys so much, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye!